Today is Saturday, January 25th, 2020. I'm at 1315 Graystone Lane. I'm standing on a 30-year laminated shingle, one layer with felt. We primarily have 10.5 over 12. We also have 13 over 12. We'll check that back a low slope, but it looks like about a 6. We'll start with the left end of the house. One thing, don't see signs of hail damage to the soft metals. We have about a 20-year-old shingle. Our pipe jacks have never been replaced, and I want to show you a few things. We do have a power outlet vent here, I think a couple of gables, but just not a lot of ventilation. As you can see, there's a fair amount of granule loss. That's our grit, if you will. It sits on top of the asphalt, and that sits on top of our fiberglass, so we're losing the granules. Now, they are designed to tread over time, and this isn't an exorbitant amount for 20 years. But our pipe jacks likely should have been changed out at 12.5 years. Latest 15, and this is a 20-year-old roof. And you see what happens here in these areas. They're just a polyurethane boot, and you can see splits in every single boot. And I don't know what kind of installer did this, but because this is supposed to go straight down and sink into something. So I don't know where that wire is actually coming out. A little bit of a long exposure here, exposed fasteners at HVAC. Don't see anything here on the back slope at the left end. On our left end slope, here at the ridge cap, we see a little deterioration. We see the separation. These shingles are in 2 separate sections, and in a few spots we do see that separation where they high nailed the shingle and the bottom section starts to slide out. We also have 7 missing ridge caps here. We have 2 broken teeth on the same shingle, so 1 shingle here on the front slope at the left end. Don't see anything here on this dormer, nor on this left slope of the back and front middle offset either. But again, you can see a fair amount of deterioration. This granule loss, there's blisters all over, thermal cracking, and we have medallions. On the right slope of this front, middle, and back middle, we see, again, no creased or broken, but we do see some deterioration. Our stagger looks fine though, 5 inches is what we need. You see here and there some mechanical gigs where they either laid a bundle of shingles down on top where they were installing, and our bonding strip was just pulled away here, or pulled the granules there away, or a little excess sealant. We see some deterioration here at our ridge cap. We see that sliding there. They probably just did not tack that because it was sitting right at flashing. You don't want nails right in that flashing, right at the corner. On the right end slope, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 missing, and then we have 1, 2, 3 shingles affected here. So a total of 7 here on this right end slope. This is very likely mechanical, somebody grabbing that. Go ahead and grab our boomerang here. Did not see anything on the back slope. I've got nice photos of it. Again, this polyurethane boot likely should have been changed out at 12.5, most 15 years. Split there, split there. Points of intrusions, very likely at either these worn down ridge caps, are protrusions where our polyurethanes are split, or just improperly flashed protrusions. I did see a few spots even around HVACs in the attic. Again, total of 7 here on the right end. We have 1 here, and we see our stagger going down, and we do have loose shingles there. We're missing 2 ridge caps here on this right end bay window offset, and I don't see anything here on this back right offset. We're going to take a look at our detached garage momentarily, but again, you can see even from here that these polyurethanes are split. And I do believe that it would be a little more difficult on this one to get a repair done. Very likely break shingles around. But that is the roof, and that will conclude this inspection.